Hey guys, welcome back to the Messy Keto Kitchen. My name is Steffi.
I'm Dean.
And today we are going to be unboxing a Butcher Box box.
That is a mouthful right there. Butcher Box box. Unboxing.
Unboxing of the Butcher Box box. Okay, so for those of you who aren't familiar, Butcher Box is yet another one of the bajillions of subscription services that you can take part in now. So like, it's one of my favorite things actually about this digital age that we're in is that like, just about anything that you want delivered to you, you can get delivered to you, and now you're able to get a lot more quality, high quality stuff sent to you. So Butcher Box, all their stuff is grass-fed and grass-finished. So there is a big difference in that. And just to clarify, you could say that any animal has been grass-fed if they ate grass one time. So they could, so they could eat grass at the very beginning of their lives after their
grass-fed, grain-finished.
There's all sorts of different things. There's all sorts of different ways they can try to, hoodle you, I guess, with it. But grass-fed, grass-finished means that from start to finish, before they were killed for our needs, they ate grass. That's the coolest thing. So anyway, Butcher Box, that's their whole thing. They deliver to you. You get to pick different combinations of meat. So you could literally just be like, all I want is ribeyes, and boom, you get ribeyes. It's all one package price. And so almost all the time, Butcher Box runs a promo. There's always some promo that they're running, whether it's free bacon for life. We got the free ground beef for life. So it means that every time we get an order, we get our 6 different meats that we choose plus free ground beef every single order. So I think it's 2 pounds of ground beef that we always get. And since we use a lot of ground beef, that was pretty cool for us. So we decided this is then our 3rd delivery of the Butcher Box, and we've been wanting to do an unboxing for you guys. You're gonna be like, that's kind of weird because we're just gonna be showing you cuts of meat, but I want you to see how high quality these are. These are amazing. These are melt in your mouth, delicious. As a matter of fact, we have some thawed out from our last box that we're gonna be cooking for dinner tonight. So, ready to do it, Dean?
Let's do it.
All right, let's grab that knife and open it up. It's heavy too. So the cool thing is it comes to your door just like this, and it is insulated, very, very heavily insulated. They also have the ice in there too. So if it sits on
Feel the coolness through the box.
Yeah, even if it sits on your porch for several hours, it will be just fine. So I got this delivered today, probably about 6 hours ago, and it has sat on my counter this whole time, and it is still very, very cold. And the reason I did that is so we can do this unboxing. Otherwise, I would have just put it away. Okay, so, I don't know if you guys can see this. We're gonna tilt it forward just a little bit more. So, it comes in this, it's very pretty. They do a really good job. So, pull off the top tab, and you can see that it has the dry ice in there. Ooh, we should put this in the sink. And then it's got like another insulated layer too. And it looks like almost like the insulation that you would find in your...
I think that's so the dry ice doesn't burn the meat itself.
Probably, but it still insulates it so that it's not getting warm or anything like that. So let's start off. These were our picks. Like I said, you guys can pick whatever you want to. And there are some things where I'm like, you know what? Next month we should just do more of this. You can change it at any time. You can decide next month that you do want all ribeyes or do want just ground beef or whatever. The price remains the same. You may as well get the most bang for your buck, I would say. So lay it on us, Dean. What do we got?
This month we've got...
Upside down.
grass-fed ribeye.
Their ribeyes are amazing. And look at the size of these things. These are huge.
The yummy marbling and yummy.
Yeah, super good. So each one of the picks, you get 6 picks. This would be 1 pick. So you get 2 steaks, that's 1 pick. That's really, really cool. So these are gorgeous. All right, Dean, what's next?
Let's see.
We may have doubled up on things. I actually may have doubled up on ribeyes.
I look crazy with ribeyes.
I don't care because ribeye is expensive. If you go to the grocery store and try to get ribeye, it's much smaller usually. It's usually about like an 8 ounce, a 6 to 8 ounce thing of ribeye. And it is expensive. So I would rather get these big honkin' ribeyes for a cheaper price. So
these are strip loins.
Also super good. They have a nice fat cap on them as well. What we usually do is we usually pan sear it, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. Do you finish it in the oven?
It kind of depends. If it's a real thick cut, we finish it in the oven because in order to get it to be cooked even to mid-rare on the inside, you'd have to just burn the heck out of the outside. So yeah, I finish it in the oven.
Yeah. All right.
Let's see. Got some ribs, some yummy ribs.
I love ribs. Dean loves ribs. And I was saying in one of my last videos too, like the more we do this, the more we lean towards the carnivore side of things. We just really, really like meat. So
well, and this is perfect if you're carnivore too.
Oh yeah.
Because you kind of have to have quality meats to do carnivore.
Yeah, and here's the thing too, guys. I've said this in 1,000 videos too. We waited a long time to pull the trigger on this because it's not like, oh, it's only $20 or whatever like that. Do what you can with what you have to work with. If this is out of your price range, you do not have to do this. Just do what you can while you can with what you have to work with. We decided to do this because this is our channel. This is our, hopefully, you know, this is like an investment for us is the way we look at it. And we are getting older. We are trying to take better care of ourselves. So we kind of moved some things around and said, could we afford to do this? And how so? What do we have to kind of take away and add back in to be able to do this?
Well, look at it this way too. If you have all this meat in your fridge that just showed up, it kind of forces you to cook dinner at home. Mm-hmm. Whereas if you didn't, you might be like, you know, I'm just going to run out and get some food, and it's going to be more expensive because you just run into a restaurant to get your food.
And not really knowing what's in it. Whereas this, you absolutely know. We did make the ribs the last time, and Dean makes great ribs anyway. He's like, if you guys want to come over for dinner, just go ahead and leave us a comment below. Yeah. Dean will cook for you anytime. But he makes great ribs anyway. These were so tender, fall off the bone, just super flavorful, good amounts of fat. Like, they were amazing. So, pork ribs. What's next, Dean?
Let's see. We've got some pork loin chops.
So just pork chops basically, but these
without
ones
the bone.
Without the bone. So the first order that we tried to get, we ordered these and they were out of them. And so they substitute. I think they ended up substituting more ribeyes that time, which was fine by me because, again, price-wise, man, this is still really cold. I can feel it on my lap. I can feel the coldness on my lap, and it's like a good 8 inches, 10 inches away from my lap. So anyway, these ones come, there's 2 fillets in each one of these too. So again, this would count as one of your picks, and there's 4 of them. So dinner for 4. Very cool.
Let's see. We've got more ribeyes. Because we like ribeyes.
Ribeyes are like the perfect keto food. They are so fatty and so delicious. Why wouldn't you? Yeah, I went nuts on it. The first time I only ordered just the 1 ribeye, and then I was sad because then I had to wait another month for it.
Like I need a reason.
Like I need a reason.
Ground beef.
So this is our free ground beef, as you can tell if we're counting here. Assuming my counts have been correct. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So the ground beef. The ground beef is the extra. The ground beef is what we get free every single time. And then what else is in there, Dean?
And we got tri-tip.
Tri-tip. So, did we get that last time? I can't remember.
I don't think we did.
I think that might have been one that I had to swap out the last time. We've kind of changed it up. We try to get a little different each month just to try the different things. They also have chicken and stuff like that on there. But for me, like, if I'm going to do this, I want the red meat. I know, and plus the pork. That's not red meat, but you get the point. So we should have gone. We went in a little bit out of order because this should have come first because that's our 6 items that we picked, and this is the free item. So 2 pounds of the ground beef is our free, and that should be all that is in that box. Am I correct, Dean?
You are correct.
There is no rabbit in the box or anything like that. So.
And something like this, I would sear it off real good on all sides, finish it in the oven, and then use what they call fond. The pan leave-ins to make a really good sauce.
Nobody can see your face, Dean.
And yeah, just use a really good sauce just with what's on the bottom of the pan. A little butter.
Yeah, you don't have to be super fancy. And that's the other thing too, is that the quality is so high because, I mean...
You don't have to go crazy with the condiments.
You don't. And you should never put A1 on your steak anyway. So anybody who disagrees with me...
Don't do it.
If you disagree with me, that's cool. Go ahead and write it below. I'll have Dean tell you why you're wrong. Like
if it's a terrible Denny's steak, then
it has to have,
cover it with Heinz 57 and everything they have available.
Yeah, but a good steak should never need condiments. It's just the flavor stands on its own. Good fat. Now that being said, though, I love adding garlic thyme butter to my steak just because it's so good.
Well, if you make a pan sauce, the sauce is really made out of the steak. So I mean, if you think about it, the best condiment for the steak is the steak.
It's steak with a side of steak covered with steak. I like that. So Dean, how many pounds is that right there that you have in your hand?
This one is 24 ounces.
For the total thing. Okay, so then this is combined. This is 20 ounces. So 44 ounces, another 20 ounces. So 64. I'm trying to get you guys to figure out the value here. So we're at 64. These are, so this is 2 pounds here. What is that? So 2, 3, 4. I've already lost count of our ounces. What did I say? 64. So 32. So that's 4, 5, 6 pounds so far. Are you guys appreciating my math? It's usually really good. So plus another 20 ounces. Okay, and then obviously 2 more pounds. So we're at 8, over 8, so 9 pounds plus the ribs, and the ribs are a little less than 2 pounds. So 10 pounds approximately of meat, give or take. I don't know, I already lost count. I forgot what my count was, but that's a really good amount of meat. The price for the butcher boxes runs about $150. And before you go nuts and go, oh my gosh, I can't afford that, price out what you're paying per meal right now with all the stuff that you're buying and see, yes, it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but see the quality that you're getting. This isn't like I'm going to eat this all today, obviously. If I break down my grocery budget for the entire month, we're spending way more than that when we're buying.
I mean, beyond that, go to your butcher shop because they'll usually have some grass-fed stuff off to the side, and then price that. Mm-hmm. And yeah, you'll see how expensive good meat is, really. I mean,
well, and that's the thing, like I said earlier, like we did have to go, okay, what is something that we really is not doing us much good? Isn't that great for us that we could take out of our lives? And it wasn't just food related. We also did stuff where we're like, okay, we don't need this membership to something anymore, whatever it was, just so we could keep eating better. Again, do what you can do with what you have. You don't have to have grass-fed meat to continue down this your journey and do well for yourself. But as you get more and more able to do so, I say try it. Why not? So anyway, Butcher Box, we don't have a promo code ourselves. Obviously, everybody and their brother probably has one, so I'm sure, unless Butcher Box wants to make us an affiliate partner, which is also super cool. But in the meantime, though, no matter what time you go on there, there's always some special, whether it's the free ground beef for life, the free bacon for life, whatever it is. So great product. Like I said, this has been sitting on my counter for several hours and they are still frozen solid. So you don't have to worry about them being delivered on a hot July afternoon and coming home to rancid steaks or something.
I gotta rush home. There's a box of meat on my front porch.
Yeah, the biggest thing you have to worry about is a porch pirate taking all your delicious steaks. Luckily for us, we live in a really good neighborhood where we have a lot of old people in our neighborhood, and they're kind of nosy, which works out.
Home all day.
Yeah, well, it works out super well that they're nosy too, because they know us and they know the entire neighborhood. So if they see somebody that doesn't belong, they're gonna come over. They're gonna do something. So anyway, we don't have to worry about that. Fingers crossed. In the meantime, we're gonna go cook ourselves up some gorgeous-looking steaks. I think that I might have pulled out the ribeyes. I'm crossing my fingers because that's really what I want. And
she did.
Yeah, probably. And if you have any questions about this, need more information, you can go to butcherbox.com or you can type in a question below and we will answer it to the best of our ability. Anything else, Dean?
That's it. Subscribe, hit all the stuff, hit the thumbs up, hit all the buttons.
Hit all the buttons, like, dislike, it don't matter, guys. Just party it up.
They're all free. Just hit the buttons.
They're free? Yeah. For free. All right, guys, thank you again for watching and we will see you in the next video. Bye.